Hi there guys, welcome to episode 5 of Let's Play Batman Arkham Asylum. Just going back to where I was just before we finished episode 4, remember there is a few Riddler trophies around here that I could get, just to help me get some extra XP. If I do get the upgrade, I think I will, I'm quite close. I'm going to go for the combo upgrade, lets me use the combo takedown and throw quicker. So we're just going to go and get some Riddler trophies and solve some of the easier riddles at the start of the game.
Can you hear that, Detective? It's the sound of me clapping at your success. Oh, you can't? That's because an idiot would have...
Hi, Fat.
I can't see any tobacco clumps. I'm going to have to retrace my steps and pick the trail back up.
I've mentioned this before, these puzzles are my favourite to do, but they're incredibly tricky to align at certain points. There's quite a little bit of moving and quite precise positioning on Batman's part. He's got a few more to get.
To exterminate this vermin. We can't have it making its way back to me.
And for those of you that have forgotten the story slightly, at the moment we are tracking down Gordon. I just got an achievement, that's quite cool. Already 10% of the way through. The Riddler's challenges, you can't be too happy with that, I imagine. Oop, there it is. And that's the last one we're going to go for. I have missed a few. I'm just going to run on quickly now. I've got the upgrade, so don't really need any more for the moment. As I was saying, we are tracking down Gordon at the moment, following the tobacco in his pipe. And we're just going to go into Arkham West now and see what waits for us there. And we're going to go for the combo boost. As I said earlier, it just basically means I can use the combo throw or takedown much quicker than before. I think it's X4 or 5 rather than X8 on the combo multiplier. Yeah, it's just good to try and use them as often as possible in the fights if you've got a particularly tricky enemy. And as I mentioned in the previous episode of Let's Play, you can always use the throw to take out multiple enemies at the same time, or just to reposition the fight, or indeed line it up for a ground takedown, which can be quite tricky to pull off. And say it would. There we go. Now, at the moment we get our first glimpse of quite an interesting aspect of Arkham Asylum. As the game goes on, the asylum itself does undergo several changes, both cosmetic and gameplay changing. At the moment we can see two thugs boarding up the visitor centre, putting the Joker's face across it. Never quite get this, but even though I do take them out, it does somehow get finished. But we'll come back to that later in the game and see how it's going on. And obviously there are other aspects that change the way the asylum looks, and as the game goes on it gets progressively more Jokerized. You start to see just how far the asylum has fallen into the chaos. See, we've got 6 hostiles over there. We're going to go take them out, can't have them loitering around. There we go. Obviously we could just walk up to them and start the fight, but Batman's all about being dramatic and striking fear into people, so I think we're going to get the drop on them, quite literally, by dropping down on them. Yeah, so there's 6 of them there. Should be quite an easy fight. I'll try and get a full combo bonus and variation. Drop in. Quite cool, they all react. That's not going to work. Ooh, that was close. A few people have commented that in the fights I choose to evade or cape stun enemies rather than counter them. There is a method to this. Basically, on hard mode, obviously there's no hit indicator, and sometimes you can quite easily screw up your combo by pressing counter for an attack that isn't actually coming. So that's the main reason I use to just get out of the attack rather than counter it. Do not want to risk the combo. Always, some people have noticed that I open the fight with the counter. That's simply because it's the easiest to see coming. And yeah, we did that fight quite well. 29 combo bonus, 8 variation bonus, so could have gone a bit better. Was kind of hoping to get a ground takedown on the last guy. Didn't end up that way.
What's the name of that movie again? Oh yes, Attack of the Stupid Bungling Idiots who can't find an even bigger idiot running around dressed like a man. Now get to it.
Right, now here we're going to do something interesting. You can see Harley up ahead and an interview tape. Gordon's right there next to her. If we take a few steps forwards, we're going to trigger a cutscene in which Harley will tease us about not being able to get through the electric gate, and Batman will be forced to think of another way round. Basically what we've done is, I've gone in there to explain what we're about to do. We've come out and we're basically going to just circumvent that as if it never happened. Batman is effectively going to preempt the entire situation by just going straight away to this shortcut that he shouldn't really know about, but we do. In video gaming, this is called sequence breaking. You could do it quite a lot in the old Metroid games. You're basically playing the game out of sequence, not the way the developers intended, though Rocksteady, in pretty much a masterstroke of game design, have actually designed a different narrative for if this actually happens. So what we're going to see later in the game is Batman's going to go into that room. Obviously this conversation's never taken place, and the story of the game will be slightly different. This can happen several times later in the game as well. Obviously we're going to be playing the alternate way to playing the game, so not many players are aware of this. Obviously it's not exactly multiple endings in terms of difference of the story, but it is nice to see that Rocksteady have such an attention to detail. They have chosen different ways for if you choose to break the script of the game slightly, and it's very impressive both from a narrative standpoint and just showing how free-flowing the game can be in terms of your decisions and how it can shape the game. Just get this Riddler trophy quickly. We're going to go and save some doctors now. The doctor's been kidnapping them. We don't know why yet, but I'm sure Batman will want to find out. So let's go save them.
Get off of me!
Shut it! Get down there with the others. Move it!
Okay, I hear you. I'm going.
Why does he need the doctors? I've got to save them.
Okay, so my plan is to try and use all the breakable surfaces in this room in combination with the explosive gel. Try and take out 3 thugs at the same time. We apply one to the floor there. Sharp-eyed viewers would have noticed that the thug is literally walking off the ascended walkway down to that first placement where we did the explosive gel. As we speak, literally going to try and do it as quick as possible, otherwise we're going to miss the window, which he's walking over it. Yeah, he might have missed it by now. Just going to detonate now, hope it gets him. For some reason got stunned there, can't get up. Did it get... Nope, no, it didn't get him. Okay, we still got 3 left. Plan didn't work quite as well as I hope it would. Gonna have to improvise now. Pop down and see Dr. Young, see if I can get that conversation going. Normally Batman will say a few words to her, and she'll say, "Ooh, get out there quick." Okay, so not really going to plan. I've got them all in that room, which is quite interesting. All 3 of them in the same place. Probably do something about that. Could freak them out for a batarang. No. Oh, wait a minute, I've got an idea. Let's try this one out.
Ain't hospital supposed to be clean? This place stinks.
Right then, so we've got the 2 guys that have just walked out. We've got the 1 guy there. We've got a little bit of the ceiling left. If we detonate it, time it just right. Yes, just clipped in. Right then, basically these 2 guys are going to run back in, and I'm going to set up a move that I like to call the takedown conga. Get the first guy. His phone's oblivious. Set straight up to the second one. Take him down as well. And now we've got a nice line of unconscious bodies. Good work, Batman.
Hello? Is there a doctor in the house? No? Pity. I seem to have a pile of wounded henchmen that need medical attention.
You're safe now.
For some reason I haven't triggered that cutscene. Come on, tell me what happened.
I don't know what happened. 1 minute we were doing our evening rounds, and the next, armed thugs burst into the room and took us hostage.
Did they have anyone with them?
They took someone into the elevator. I couldn't tell who it was.
They obviously didn't want to be followed. The elevator appears to have been powered down. You're going to be okay here.
We'll be fine.
What about the others? We heard gunfire. They could be dead. We should go and help.
Oh no, I forgot. Dr. Kellerman was in the patient observation room, and Dr. Chen went to surgery.
And Dr. Young went to X-ray.
Okay, stay here. I'll find the other doctors.
I'm here, Mike.
Okay, little correction for earlier. That woman I thought was Dr. Young wasn't Dr. Young. That's embarrassing for someone who's played the game as many times as me. And unfortunately that's all we've got time for this week. Tune in to arkhamcity.co.uk for your latest news.